Okay, I'm going to talk about something that some of you probably know quite a bit about, and some of you probably have made a lot of money off of, but it's Home Advisor. So that's great if you can work Home Advisor system and you're comfortable with it, but it's not for me. That's what I can say. So I got three leads total. So I do have it on, but we have our duct cleaning lead turned on, but we do not have like furnace install or repair turned on. But just for fun, I turned it on just during the work day a couple of days ago, and then I would turn it off before I left work. And so I just want to share with you what I found on these leads. And I've already recorded this video once, but I gave maybe too much information. So I got two that are, I'll just give you the first name. Donald and Dold, D-O-A-L-D. Well, I doubt that that's a real name, and that's what I'm finding out is that particular one has got to be just a bunk lead, which happens with Home Advisor. Now, I usually don't have a problem with that. I mean, you got to play the game. You send them the emails and you call them. You know, the amount of times we just do 3 of each to make sure we're covered on our end, so we don't get charged for that lead as long as we follow what the criteria that Home Advisor wants you to do. But this particular one, we actually did get to talk to somebody, and when we called him, he says, "I'm not interested at this time." Okay, great. So I go to contest that lead, because whether somebody actually filled out the information or not, we talked to them the first time, they're not interested, so I really should not be charged for that lead. So I go to my account and I go to request a credit. And you'll see what pops up. I'll put it up there on the screen. There's no option on there that just says they're not interested. We had another deal on one of these other leads, actually, which I'm not going to really go into that one. But we called, and it was like the daughter of the guy's name who was actually on the lead. So what do you do in that case? You still are not getting a hold of the person who filled out the information. So you can contest that. That's all we can do. But I guess we just keep calling them and bugging them and hope, bugging the daughter if she keeps answering. But here, anyhow, don't want to go off on a tangent on that one. But basically, I go in and I just selected something because you got to select something. So off of this menu, I just selected that it's another contractor, trying to mess with the system, basically. You'll be able to read which one that is on here. I didn't have a better option to pick, so I picked that, and then you actually go into another screen. You get to type in what you found and why you think this is invalid. So I said this absolutely was invalid. We talked to them. They said they are not interested, and then, of course, which I assumed, Home Advisor sends this to me. Denied. They're gonna deny their bogus lead that they sent to me. So, just for fun, I go into that lead and I go ahead and send them some emails. And every time I send the email, it says email sent, and I'll show you the video. As you can see, when I click on send, it says message sent. Okay. So I just copy and paste the email that looks really fake that Home Advisor has, and as soon as I send it from a real email, send it from my actual email, from my business email, this is what comes back. So I truly don't believe this is an actual person. I don't believe that this is actually a valid lead. So now I went ahead and typed up a letter, because I was going to send them the letter in the email, but I can't because it's not a real email address. So when I click on email on Home Advisor site and it says message sent, where the hell is it going? Because it ain't going to the email that was given. So I just want to know, where's it going? So I went ahead and I'm just going to mail this letter, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if we get any response out of it, just for fun. But I just wanted to tell you, if you don't have somebody to just watch this like a hawk, don't do it. Because it'll wind up just racking up a bunch of fake bullshit leads that aren't, I swear they're just robots somehow. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know if it's HomeAdvisor's system that's spitting them out so they can rack up their bill that you owe them. I don't know. I just know that a lot of them they're not real leads. I do understand that HomeAdvisor is probably making them fill out more information than they want to just because they're seeking information. And then that is sending out, stuff to contractors saying that, that it's a valid lead. But I can tell you, when we first started it and we'd call some people, they'd say, I haven't been on HomeAdvisor for a week. Or somebody came out and fixed my stuff 2 weeks ago. I don't know why you're getting my information as a lead. Well, that's the stuff I'm talking about, and it's this stuff like this I'm talking about. There's a whole bunch of bullshit going on with HomeAdvisor. And let's face it, the problem is not just HomeAdvisor. The problem is that we as businesses aren't marketing good enough. HomeAdvisor does a better job at marketing than we do. That's the bottom line. When they don't actually realize that when they're going through HomeAdvisor, and because of sites like this and Angie's List and all these other bullshit sites that are just a third party to go through, instead of just searching, heating repair in your area and not clicking on the HomeAdvisor or the Angie's List or whatever else. I'm sure there's 100 more of them out there that are just scamming people out of their money. They don't realize that that's driving the cost of their repair up. It's driving the cost of everybody's service up, because we have to pay for these leads if we're going to participate in these programs. So believe me, I don't participate in these regularly at all. I just thought I would try it. I do have an account. We rarely use it. I thought I'd try it, see if we couldn't get a couple leads out of it. And this is what we find, what we're up against. A bunch of bullshit. So I'm done with them. Good luck if you ever try going with them. I'm sure this will create some discussion. And just be aware. Beware. Be aware and beware of these sites. Also, I wanted to tell you, if you do participate in HomeAdvisor and stuff, they'll send you badges and stuff. They'll send you stuff that they want you to put on your website. Well, that's like a cookie, like a backdoor cookie that they can tag off of your on your website, so people will actually. It really hurts you ultimately, and I can't explain this as well as a web tech guy can, but the bottom line is your real customers will wind up going through HomeAdvisor to find you. And then you got to pay for that lead when you already have paid for that lead, because you've been marketing to those people for many years. So just be aware, and I'm going to stay away from them. You do what you feel you need to do. So take care.